cool if we had a connected one across these two channels. You could do your Cardinals, and I could do somebody else realistic.
Yeah. After thinking about it, after talking with NM4 Gold Ops, I've slept on it. I am gonna go out and sign Deshaun Kaiser. And we are gonna release Josh Dobbs. Dobbs is gone. Bye, Dobbs.
Bye, Dobby.
Kaiser, I'm sorry, but you're not worthy to wear 7. You're gonna wear 4. Byron Leftwich, 2.0. Getting started this week. Which means we're gonna be running a very simplistic playbook this week to make it realistic. After Rudolph struggled, we wanted to keep Nick Foles a quarterback. We don't have that option. Did we lose a wide receiver? No, why is Edwards not in the lineup? We got 5 wide receivers, tight ends. We have everybody and their mother playing tight end. Because we have Jesse James long term, we're gonna bench McDonald. He is gonna be a free agent next year to get that XP to Jesse James. Jake, if you look at some of these offensive linemen I have, there's a reason I can never remember their name. Because they're so close.
Like what? Like who's got a close name?
So my center's name is Days. My left guard's name is Bredesen. And then my tackle's Adams. I remember that because of Flozo Adams. But then my right guard's DeCastro. Center's Days. Left guard is Bredesen out of Michigan. TJ Watt having a rough season. Jake.
He's having a rough season.
18 tackles. 18 sacks. You need to calm down. In yours. Very unrealistic.
I can't help it that he gets sacks.
You run mid-blitz way too much. I don't know how you don't get beat over the top.
You're seeing things because I don't run that play that much. I go into that formation a lot, but I drop back into coverage like 9 out of 10 times.
Power halfback. Slot corner. I'm kind of upset that there wasn't a quarterback there. Last game with the Bumblebees. We will scout at the end of this week. Very simplistic playbook this week. We're gonna go with Jacksonville.
All with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a paddle.
I think I'm MVP candidate. Let me see.
Eagles gonna come out with a new alternate. I like these. Oh, Louisville beat UNC 83-62.
Really?
NC State beat Pitt. Pitt was hanging with NC State for a while.
The real question is, where do I demand a release from this team after the season? Because we locked up playoffs.
Why would you demand your release?
Because because I don't like the team that I play for sucks.
Oh, the Broncos one?
Yeah.
I would give them I'd give them another year.
Another year?
See what they do in the draft. Because if you made playoffs, you can't really leave.
Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if I don't make playoffs, maybe. If I make playoffs, that makes the decision a lot harder.
We got a straight downpour in Pittsburgh.
But yeah, I made playoffs, so. I actually have a chance because the entire AFC in this one is terrible. I have a chance for the 1 seed at 10-5. Because everybody else in the AFC has 9 wins. Like the best team is the Jaguars, who has 9 wins.
Oh, we thought Pittman was a little bit faster than that. Holy slow. Alright, let's show you DeShone Kizer's stats on the season. As you can see, 0 of 0, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Very simplistic playbook. We go inside zone. Might be hard because we don't know the playbook, but this is what happens when you a new guy come on the field.
Are you saying don't know the playbook as in Kizer doesn't know it, or?
I mean, I don't know Jacksonville's playbook either.
Oh, you switched, okay.
I'm making it as realistic as possible.
What made you switch?
I'm making it as realistic as possible. A quarterback comes in, they're running simple plays.
Oh, I see, okay. That makes sense.
He's not able to make the catch. So, like, I went with the most simple playbook. Jacksonville has, like, 6 formations. They have they have single back, I form, strong, weak, gun, and goal line. And Byron Leftwich is now back at quarterback in Pittsburgh wearing number 4. Hopefully he does better than Leftwich. Thank God Fletcher Cox did not get off that block soon. James Conner is able to fall forward for 2.
So what made you change your mind on Kizer? I'm interested to hear your commentary on that.
You know, I played well with him last season in Madden when he was a Brown. But, like, I really wanted to make it realistic and bring Dobbs back. But then I realized, after the performance against Oakland, he's not coming back. Like, we're going to go out and draft a quarterback 4th round.
And the thing is like I understand you want to make it as realistic as possible, but at the same time, it's already not necessarily the most realistic thing because of how much turnover there has been on your team. Like, Ben is probably, he has said he's probably going to play a few more years, so that's like number 1. And you can't control that he retired in the game. But like he did say, he did say he's going to try to play more, so him leaving isn't necessarily realistic, but you couldn't control it, so you had to do some stuff to help your team.
I mean, it's the point that you don't let $60 million in dead cap space.
Right, I agree.
Like, you have to make some adjustment there.
If Ben retired tomorrow for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I imagine they would be making some moves
around them.
Right, they would be going and making some moves for sure.
So it's like, what do you do in this situation? Good blocks. We're gonna find Ebron, but he doesn't look for the ball. There's a beautiful throw by Kizer off his back foot.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice.
That's going to be a big drawback against Ebron. That should have been a big touchdown. Instead, it's going to be Philly's ball on the 20. You might want to check out the uniforms when we get a chance.
Ooh, what are you running?
Well, I'm running Bumblebee because it's the last game of the season. So look at the Philly ones, It's different because we're not using the teal pants. We're running the black pants, black socks.
Right.
Exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually
Mike Hill able to cover Zach Ertz.
And got him to win. That throw good for 4.
And we're really hoping we pick up win number 10 after that draw. After that, basically a draw last week.
Looking to carry that forward.
Nobody likes ties. It's like kissing your sister.
What?
You never heard that expression? A tie's like kissing your sister. Look it up.
On play action.
Big blitz by Etheridge. He picks up a sack. I think that's his 6th on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
Well, yeah, Jake, I'd be all for it.
This is what I was saying though about, like you were saying that like I get too many sacks, but that's the thing. Like you get so many interceptions. You know, like my team just drops interceptions. So the only way I can win is by getting sacks. Like I have to get sacks to win games.
No, I understand. It's stupid to take 2 cards over. I would have to have Jake come get me.
I mean, I'm not against it. I have nothing to do today. True.
No way, I'm comfortable. I can keep an eye on Kate, and you don't have to pick me up.
Kate can come though. I have migraine medication.
What are you gonna do? Put her upstairs on the couch?
She could take a nap down here.
Oh, true. She could. Well, she just took 2 upside down. Let's see how those work.
If you guys are watching Avengers channel right now, do me a favor, go check out my channel when you're done watching his stream, and go check out my road to 110 series that I have on the channel. It's getting interesting. I had to work out some kinks earlier on, but it is actually kind of an interesting series, and I've managed to bring this team to the playoffs. A very bad Broncos team. They're only like a 75 overall team. So we do have some interesting things going on, and I don't think a lot of people are checking out that series because there were some issues at first. It was a little weird, and I was working out, you know, timing issues and everything. So now that I get it going, I'm gonna upload another video of the start of the playoffs, and you guys will get to see some live playoff action, some interesting stuff going on there. So feel free to go check that out if you're interested in Madden videos. I hope that you guys enjoy watching that. Back to tomorrow.
Jay breaks one because Morgan Burnett's not able to make the play on defense. What really takes me off right now is the fact that we're in the same defensive set until he's just going downfield on us.
Who's in the quarterback for them? Winston?
We got Nick Cole.
Oh, right. I'm dumb.
Good hit by Shazier. Having a really good.
You know what you could do? I was gonna say, if you make playoffs, you give Nick Foles the start.
I can't. He's on IR.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I remember you saying that now.
The defense right now just can't cover a slice of bread. I'm going the right plays, just nobody wants to cover. I'm curious. What?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm curious to see if, like, when Nick Foles becomes a free agent, will other teams pick him up and just stash him as like a playoff quarterback and then play him in the playoffs? Or
no, Madden doesn't do that. That'd make too much sense.
No, not in Madden. I'm talking in real life. Like if he ever leaves the Eagles, like, would somebody try to start him as a starting quarterback, or would some good team pick him up and just stash him as the backup in case this quarterback gets hurt?
Etheridge missed the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. There was talk that if Flacco doesn't get traded to Jacksonville, that Jacksonville is going after Nick Foles.
That makes sense. I mean, Jacksonville needs a better quarterback. I mean, that's just, everybody realizes that at this point.
Steelers defense really struggling right now.
I like, you know what? I like the idea of Flacco going there because Flacco has never had good wide receivers, and Jacksonville has some young, speedy wide receivers that Flacco could use.
They got Jalen Cole and D.D. Westbrook, but Cole's a free agent. I don't know if they'll bring him back.
They drafted DJ Chark, who is supposed to be like a really good deep threat, but that offense didn't use it all this year. And they have Dante Moncrief. So, like, even if they don't bring back a couple of those guys, they have threats for whatever quarterback ends up being the starter there next year.
We make the wrong read. Philly goes up 7-0. Oh, that's Tevin Coleman. Not even the starting running back in Philly. So much sense, game. Jalen Hurts, backup quarterback in Philly.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
West Virginia lost too, Ben.
This is fielded at the goal line. Nifty move.
Good cut by Pittman. He's down, but Philly's going to get that ball for the moment. So wait and see if they review it. He is down, in my opinion. Yep, that's a booth review. We'll get the ball back. I'm not even watching it because I already know he's down.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Typical Pittsburgh Steelers season, late into the season. Playing with the backup quarterback through the end of the schedule after winning 9 games. I mean, it's nothing new in Pittsburgh.
What are you in, say, like your last 5 games? What's your record?
I want to say 4-1-1.
Okay.
Good throw by Kaiser. Better catch by Juju.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, good for
Because what? We tied last week. We beat Jacksonville. We lost to the Jets. We beat somebody else.
Oh my God! The game against the Patriots should be up on my YouTube channel now. I'm gonna go look and see if it went up. I edited it with the Elgato I got and the new software, so we'll see if it actually went up or not. Let me go check it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
It is up. Okay. I'm gonna put I gotta make a thumbnail for it.
What I should do is I should come over and, like, before everyone gets there, like, we'll come over when Kate's head feels better, and I'll just, and we'll just do thumbnails. I don't understand.
Okay. Oh no!
Ebron with the big
we overthrew our man, and that's gonna be an interception with Brooks.
I don't like keep saying Ebron's over 1,000. We know that. That's the second time it's come up. Ebron's over 1,000.
Just because that's impressive for a tight end, probably. I mean, how often do you see a tight end get over 1,000 yards? It says 1 or 2 of them every season.
That ball. I literally just praised him how he doesn't drop passes in your video. And then he can't hang on to a ball in the rain.
Jesse James caught that ball.
Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect.
Nowhere to run against this Philly defense. Like, we knew it'd be tough. I didn't think it'd be this fucking tough.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
but like we said, rookie, I mean, not a rookie quarterback, but like, not the veteran quarterback. James Washington finally getting his. Big play Washington.
He's done absolutely nothing for me.
I know. He had that one good catch. I know. I've been watching the series. Right. You also, though, don't go to him enough. If that makes sense.
That is true.
There's a lot of opportunities where you can, like, let the pocket develop, and you're just like, no, I'm done.
And wait for him. Yeah, I do try and force the ball fast because, well, here's the thing. At the beginning of Madden 19, there was the issue where you would get sacked on literally every play if you didn't throw the ball away in time. Yeah, but so I just, like, I developed this sense of, like, okay, 1, 2, 3 seconds, the ball needs to be out of my hand, period.
No, I agree, but it's the point that since they patched it so that if you make the right slide protection,
yeah, I should.
It would hold. Like, you had plenty of time on that one pass to hit Washington when you went to Juju. Washington had. I don't know who the corner was, but Washington had him by like a step.
I watched it. I saw it. I know he was open.
Sean Kaiser,
been a touchdown.
Sean Kaiser and the Pittsburgh Steelers play in the bend but don't break mentality, just slowly working their way downfield. Like, we know we're in for a dogfight, but you know.
When you get a chance, could you respond to Roberts and say you are hanging out?
He should already know. We already made plans. I'm not Kirby. I don't need a formal invitation or need to let somebody know I'm gonna be there.
I'll let him know.
Like, it's fucking stupid. I don't show up one time because I was fucking dying. And he's like, is Team O gonna come? Nope, not at all. Oh my god, I had him, missed him.
Yeah. Green Bay is keeping pace, 21-18 here in Green Bay, last game of the season. This is literally for the 1 seed. If I win this game, I get the 1 seed.
And we're gonna try to run this in with Connor. It's not looking promising. Nope. We're gonna take a field goal.
Cortland Sutton, I tell you what, he has actually been pretty solid for me.
I missed it. That's unusual. The meter's usually slower, but today I guess the connection's good and the meter was too fast. That's awesome. 7-0.
I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Couldn't have played a better series there either on offense. With the fucking weather is insane. And we're not going to make that.
What's the weather like?
Oh, I'm in a downpour. I'm probably going to lose this game.
What's the score?
7-0 Philly. They're just big play to Breckridge. Their third good tight end now. Because they dropped a rookie tight end that's insane.
And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
I knew where the ball was going. That time we just couldn't get off the block with TJ Watt. He's really struggling. I think that pec injury he had early in the season really affected him.
You might want to rotate him or something, like move him to the other side, or just like something to switch it up to maybe try and generate some more production.
I mean, we're also just missing tackles. Like, it goes back to my whole conversation with you where I hit stick because X doesn't work. Like, Tevin Coleman just ran right past TJ Watt and I hit X.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Like, right fucking past him.
After this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman.
I keep forgetting, they got Black. He's really good.
From games in progress around the NFL.
Who's what position?
Wide receiver. Good play by Shazier to break up Tevin Coleman. Wentz is 7-8, 75 yards right now.
Okay.
I mean, I know this is going to be a low-scoring game because I'm trying to play realistic, but, like, I wasn't expecting Philly to come out and play this bad. I mean, granted, Wentz is having a good game, so it is what it is. Good tackle by Willis the third, playing coverage and nose tackle.
How's Kaiser playing?
I think he's 6 of 11, 67 yards. Not terrible.
Yeah, that's good.
Like I said, I went with my gut. I don't do it often, but I did.
I told you needed him, man.
Just like Xavier Howard should have just had a pick six. Couldn't quite control it. We are gonna get this ball back.
Did you see the one in my game where... Oh wait, no, that's in the Patriots one I just uploaded. Terrell Edmonds basically had a surefire interception and I switched to him to intercept it. And the ball just bounces off his hands.
I'm done. If Philly would have picked it up, I would have lost my mind. So I thought it was a punt. It wasn't a punt.
It was a fake punt.
Yep, but they were short. We sent a blitz.
Unfortunate too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't.
Guys, just throws a dot to Juju across the field, 8 of 13, 105 yards. I was close. I said 6 of 11.
being conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield.
I think that the thing that has really helped us get a playoff push in this road to 110 is that we really started feeding Philip Lindsay the ball, and he has progressed to an 88 overall, and he's now in all of the passing formations and all the shotgun formations.
I was gonna say,
so he's like he's always out there now.
From like what I've heard or like what I've watched, like Philip Lindsay, like he wasn't doing too well to start the season. James Conner 7-7.
No, he was playing poorly.
Score points, keep it close, 7-7. Potentially.
There you go.
7-7.
Like also the Patriots game, James Conner had a massive you just gotta see the run. He literally just destroyed the Patriots defense.
Oh no, I'm a little jealous that I'm not jealous. I'm a little upset that once I brought back the Bumblebee jerseys, you're like, yeah, I'm bringing back the Bumblebee jerseys. I figured, oh, Jake's gonna bring them back in 2020 like I did. Like, no, I'm bringing them back now.
I was like, I want to put them in like once or twice.
You
know how much I love those Bumblebee jerseys.
Yeah, I know. I guess I can't put black on Sweet. I thought Sweet was able to keep up because he had the inside leverage. I was wrong.
Nah, you can't.
It's insane. I'm gonna put Shazier in the middle third.
You also get to see Shazier's first game back. It was the Patriots game. I basically lost the whole first half of that game, but it doesn't matter because it was only 6-0 Patriots.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Kevin Coleman just broke 3 tackles.
No,
so I hit X tackle, he breaks Sweet's tackle. I went to hit stick with Howard, I missed. And then...
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, but like, Kevin Coleman being the running back for the Eagles, I like that.
Ball out. He's not the starter though, Jay Ajayi is.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what makes me mad. Like, I wish Madden had some logic.
Well, the Eagles do running back by committee. So it does make some sense, I guess.
Bad read on my part. Alshon Jeffrey's down to the 1. Oh my god. Yeah, I might have to take a defensive timeout here.
Philip Lindsay powered it into the end zone, but that's going to be a block in the back. Or a hold. That's disappointing.
And it's just like, I can't cover everyone, and the offense just is delayed to react. I mean, the defense is delayed to react to the offense. So I'm down 14-7 now, until he gets the ball back. It's been the same complaint I've had about Madden every year. When you have somebody on the out, like, cover it.
Yeah.
Don't just let them go downfield and score. And that's still not CD Lamb. It's Michael Pittman. Oh, if I could have got a cut there, that would have been a touchdown. Alright, 10 seconds. Where's an Ebron deep? Just try to get in the field goal range here.
The Packers have had 3 face masks called against them on this drive.
We have a wide open James Washington. We just couldn't get the fucking ball to him because the offensive line can't block. I'm still trying to get this field goal. Like,
a second down throw now for Kaiser. He's going to float this over the middle.
Ebron just picks up ball. I don't know what to do. I think we're going to down at half, 14-7. I'm going to try one more thing. This is kind of gutsy, but I'm going to do it. Because they should be expecting pass. We might be able to get a house called Jimmy.
This is 3rd and 10.
How's Joe Hayden playing for you?
Oh, we got a lot of yardage. Need to beat two more Eagles with a spin move. We weren't able to. How's who playing? Jacob?
Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden.
Trash. Trash. That's all I got to say. Trash.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. come the Eagles now as they'll go on
I'm coming out mid blitz for the first time this game. I'm tired of getting beat over the top.
Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Another question for you, how's Mike Hilton playing for you?
This season, not great.
Because he has done literally jack all. Like, he's done nothing for me.
I mean, Hilton played well, and Hilton's the reason we made it to the playoffs against the Ravens. Like, that final game of the season, what put us in the playoffs was Hilton's 3 interceptions. But
it's true.
I just don't think I'm going to win this game against Philly. Carson Wentz is 14-16. I'm going to send a blitz here. Oh, why are you back to playing 6-minute quarters too, by the way?
I just, for whatever reason, like I was blowing teams out, so I wanted them to actually be like decent games.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I just think you're too good at Madden.
Agreed. Against the AI anyway.
I think you just need to like play it like a real football game. Don't just try to go slants across the middle every play. Like look for something.
I don't. I try and do, at this point, I just try and do coach suggestions. And like 90% of the time there's a slant and
can somebody please cover someone? Like I
Alright, I'm gonna start up my stream too.
Terrell Edmonds just fell. Like legit fell.
I don't know what road to 110 episode this is though. I need to check my phone.
Like I get, oh that's a block in the back.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He can't get him down.
Thank God he was down. I mean, Terrell Edmonds should have had him in the backfield. He breaks that, but Sweet finally gets his sack. That's his 5th of the season. We'll come out in the dollar. I've given it all game that I haven't come out in the dollar. Baltimore 3-10. Holy crap.
They're not doing good at mine either.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Ball start. Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time.
All right, cover one press. Should not be the hardest time.
You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
I'm going to the middle of the field. Yeah, Wentz threw that away. Okay, our ball. They're not going for. They're not trying to get the.
All right, I'm gonna do my intro real quick. Give me 1 second. How's everybody doing today? It's Jake Reed coming at you guys with episode 7 of the Road to 110 here in the franchise as the Denver Broncos quarterback. We are up to a 76 overall, and I'm just going to give you guys some updates on where we're at as a team. We managed to bring ourselves back to 11-5. We got a win against the Packers here in the last week of the season, and with that win, I want to show you guys that should put us in position for the AFC 1 seed, and the reason that puts us in the 1 seed is because the next best team is the Jaguars at 10-5, and then everybody else from there only has 9 or 8 wins. So the AFC doing poorly this year actually allows us to get in the playoffs and get a high seed. So that's extremely important for us. And then I want to go ahead and just show you the division. Everybody fell off. I mean, the Raiders, the Chiefs are sitting at 8-6-1 apiece, and then the Chargers at 7-7-1. So nobody was able to really capture the division, and we were able to go ahead and excel with it because the last week of the season, the last few weeks of the season after that bye week, we went undefeated. We had the bye week in week 10, and then we beat the Chargers, the Titans, the Jaguars, the Raiders, the Bears, the Chargers, and the Packers. So a very tough schedule, and we managed to win every single one of those games, the toughest of which was our divisional matchup against the Chargers in week 16, which was a 30-28 win. But we were able to come out with all the wins there and give ourselves a chance here going into the playoffs. just to let you guys know, Walking Visions is on the stream. He is the co-host today. He's doing his stream right now at the same time. And then the one last thing I wanted to do was go through some of the stats on the season and show you guys where I'm at. So, as you can see, we finished first in passing yards with 5,800 passing yards. We had 47 touchdowns to 29 interceptions. Our QBR was a 94.8, so not the best, and we were sacked 57 times. So if we go ahead and go to the NFL and just sort, yeah, we were competing with the record for most times sacked by a quarterback in a season. Andy Dalton, the second most, at 48, but the sacks really started to calm down quite a bit once we really got Phillip Lindsay into the action and really started to play better. Phillip Lindsay, disappointingly, comes in second in rushing yards on the season, just behind Ezekiel Elliott, who had 1,500 yards. Phillip Lindsay's going to have 1,449 and 6 touchdowns. So a very good season by Phillip Lindsay, coming out with the second most rushing yards in the season. Emmanuel Sanders, I'll admit it myself, we passed the ball to him way too much. I mean, he was our trusty target, and he was the only one that didn't drop balls. He set the receiving record with 2,300 receiving yards in a season. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that's unrealistic, but we needed somebody to catch balls, and nobody else was doing it for us, so that's what we got there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just look at our team individually and show you guys. Cortland Sutton had 1,000 yards, so nice receiver there for us. Jake Butt had 1,000 yards, and the rookie Antoine LeBlanc had 858. So they were the main facilitators in us getting to where we were. Unfortunately, we didn't spread the ball around a lot to anybody else. And then in terms of sacks, Von Miller had a very good season with 24 sacks. That might be a record. I think the record's like 22. But that's where we are on the season, so we go ahead and look at awards. We are leading for MVP awards. I'm going to go ahead and advance to the playoffs, and we'll see if we get any awards, and we'll see what our matchup would be in the playoffs.
14-7 here as Deshaun Kaiser throws a crucial pick on 4th down, and almost able to take that to the house. Good tackle by Tua.
For the yearly awards, we do go ahead and win League MVP as a rookie, so that is a nice step in the direction of getting our career 110 QBR. That's a good sign for us, winning the MVP, taking this very bad team to the playoffs. We really do deserve that award, I believe. Our coach isn't even going to win Coach of the Year because they know basically all of that is on us. We don't win Offensive Player of the Year, we come in third for that. In terms of
good Emmanuel Sanders.
He didn't even get that. Offensive Player of the Year went to Patrick Mahomes. Emmanuel Sanders isn't even on the board for Offensive Player of the Year. But he probably won Best Wide Receiver. We did win Best QB. And Emmanuel Sanders, of course, won Best Wide Receiver. And Phillip Lindsay should be on the board for Best Running Back. He was 8th at Best Running Back. That one's a bit confusing. I'd be surprised if we had anybody on the Best O-line. Matt Paradise, okay, he's pretty good. He's an 86 overall. He does deserve that. He was the best of our offensive linemen. Von Miller wins Best Linebacker. And Steven Gostkowski actually won Best Kicker for our team. So we did get some good team awards. That should give us XP to upgrade. That will give us actually 5 upgrades there. We'll go ahead and simulate our weekly training. We'll look at the playoff schedule, let you know who plays who and where we're at in the standings for playoffs.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. They put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
I don't know how long we're going to stay with the Broncos. I was really considering asking for a release after this season, but now that we made playoffs, I've talked with Walking Avenger here, Tyler, and he also agrees that after making playoffs, we can't leave the team immediately, so we're going to have to give it at least one more season and see what happens.
I mean, hell, you could still win the Super Bowl at this point.
That is true. We are in the running for the Super Bowl, so we'll see.
You should have home field advantage in the playoffs.
Part of the interesting thing about this is that I definitely do want to move around to different teams, so I don't know how long we'll stay with this team, and I don't know how long our contract is. I'll actually go and look at our contract after this and see when we are signed till. So the wild card games are going to be the Raiders at the Browns, the Bears at the Falcons, the Texans at the Patriots, and the Eagles at the Lions. And then I believe it'll show us if we got the 1 seed or not, so let me go take a look at that. Yep, in the AFC, we did get the #1 seed. The Jaguars did finish 11-5, but they're going to get the 2 seed. The Browns got the 3 seed at 10-6, and then everybody after that had 9 or less wins. So the Raiders are in, the Texans, the Patriots. An interesting playoff lineup. We'll go ahead and advance to the next week. And
oh my God, CD Lamb, not to interrupt you. CD Lamb not able to hold that in, pull that in. That was a big, deep pass by Kaiser. Good arm. Just Lamb's not able to hold on to it.
And T-Mall, here are the divisional matchups in the playoffs. It's going to be the Texans at the Broncos and the Browns at the Jaguars for the AFC. And then for the NFC, Eagles at Cowboys, so a divisional matchup there. And then the Falcons at the Rams. So we'll go ahead and jump into our matchup here in a second. We'll go ahead and sim our weekly training as usual. And then we'll play this divisional matchup. We're at home against the Texans, so we have to try and have a good game. Let's see if we can get our first playoff win as a rookie quarterback here in the NFL. And I guess technically winning the MVP, we weren't a rookie because of the fact that we were signed in last year to the team. And before I jump into the game, I did want to see what our contract is.
Trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. First down, Kaiser.
That's another bad read on our part. That's going to be a house call most likely. Yep, that's a house call. 24/7 Philadelphia.
We have 2 years remaining on our contract. I believe that includes this year and then next year. So we'll see what happens at the end of that contract. If they don't add pieces around us to help us out, I will most likely move on to another team. But we'll go ahead and jump into the game here. Should we wear just traditional uniforms for this game against the Texans, or should we switch it up?
I think it's a playoff game. You can either go all blue or wear orange and white.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30.
I would go in with current alternate all blue. We go current alternate all blue, and we'll see what the Texans can do.
We've got a lot of work here to do. Hopefully we can find Juju Smith-Schuster over the top here. If not,
the Texans
a long game.
What's your score right now?
Not good.
He's playing in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia?
No, this is
in a
Pittsburgh.
rainstorm. In Pittsburgh in a rainstorm. I've been listening back to some of my videos, and I'm trying to reduce the amount of button clicking that you guys hear. So I'm playing with my controller under a blanket, so hopefully that reduces some of the button clicking noises. Tyrann Mathieu will be going up against this game. 84 tackles and 3 ints on the season, so that's kind of scary. And also going up against J.J. Watt and Clowney. This is going to be a scary defense to have to face.
Hoping they blitz the middle linebacker. They don't. Kaiser's not able to throw that football. He'll just take a sack. Offensive line really struggling against this good Philadelphia defense.
Houston's going to go down and score on their first drive. It's going to be 7-0, and we're going to be playing from behind early here.
And if the left guard would just hold a block, we might have been able to do something. Eagles are going to probably most likely come in and win this game unless our defense does something. Because our offense is just not moving the football, and I think we're going to return Mason Rudolph at quarterback against the Cleveland Browns.
Have you tried running at all with Kaiser? You might need to just take advantage of his legs.
My guards aren't holding up. We had 4th and 5. I had all the yardage in the world in the nose, and I think it's Fletcher Cox got off the block and just thrashed Deshaun Kaiser. We're down 24-7. We lost this game. Not enough time.
Clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the
Carson Wentz is going to go 28 yards to the house, potentially. Etheridge gets there. No, 20. He gets down to the 3-yard line. One rush, 25 yards after sheds a sack.
We're going to find Emmanuel Sanders wide open, but someone's going to get called on a penalty. Sanders breaks the tackle, gets down to the 20-yard line. I imagine that's going to be either roughing the passer or a hold.
Tevin Coleman finds the end zone. Philly goes up 31-7. This is going to be a big loss for Pittsburgh. They needed this momentum going into Cleveland. Having Cleveland come to Pittsburgh next week.
They did get called for roughing the passer, and that's going to give us an extra 15 back on and take us down to the 10-yard line.
No, we are going to pause it after this, and we are going to try to bring in Mason Rudolph.
This is going to put us in good position here for potentially a touchdown. Hopefully we can drive it in.
Deshaun Kaiser, not the answer at quarterback for Pittsburgh. Bringing back in Mason Rudolph, who's pretty clutch in these situations, but he's got 24 points to come back in. That's really hard, especially with this playbook. Really bad plays. Don't understand how we lost to Jacksonville with this playbook.
That number 2 seed and more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to get that first-round bye at this point either, guys, so I apologize. We got to play Cleveland next week. Trying to pick up win number 10, turning out to be a lot harder than we anticipated.
Go ahead for my viewers and kind of give a detail of like what has happened with you in the past few weeks with the ties and everything that's happened.
So last week at Tennessee, we had the game won, and all of a sudden Mariota was able to.
And some strong running, going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Oh my God! I apologize. Juju just made maybe catch of the year. So anyways, we had a tie last week in Tennessee after missing a field goal because they iced us. We weren't able to call a timeout because we originally called a timeout.
From the red zone now, Rudolph.
Ebron's not able to plow forward. Rudolph coming into this game 2 for 2, 63 yards passing. A week before, we won a close one against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lost to the Jets in OT.
Throwing on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And explain a little bit about what's going on with your quarterback situation as well.
So we signed Nick Foles, and we're going with the 2002 Steelers mentality because Big Ben did retire. Juju makes a touchdown catch, cutting this lead, hopefully to 15. So we signed Nick Foles to a 2-year contract. Real small contract. Great pass by Mason Rudolph there. His feet weren't set apparently. So Steelers down 31-13. Basically signed Nick Foles, 2-year contract. He came in, got on IR. So we brought in Rudolph was playing well, and he started struggling because the offensive line decided to stop blocking. So gave a job back to Foles. He got injured against Jacksonville. Rudolph came in relief, won the game. And Rudolph got strip sacked twice in the Tennessee game when we had a 15-point lead. And now we're just trying to do the best that we can with the quarterback by committee at 9-3-1. Looking like we're going to be 9-4-1. We need something to happen here on defense quick, and we need to score.
And over here in ours,
nobody wants to cover.
We tried to throw to, I believe it was Sutton, on 3rd down and 7. And it was don't get me wrong, it was a tough catch in a tough area of the field, and he got hit and dropped the ball. But Houston's up 14-7. We gave it back to them. Our defense managed to get a stop, and we have 2:34 left at about the 50-yard line to try and go down and score and tie the game before half, which is really the goal here. We need to try and tie this game before halftime.
I think we'll see a lot of it in
Philip Lindsay was struggling on the ground earlier, but he's really starting to get into it now. That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning of the first half. Houston up 14-7 in this playoff game.
I like that I was trying to pinch my linebacker in just a little, and I look over to see the motion, and Etheridge is literally full on sprinting towards the line of scrimmage. I love that, and how when I'm trying to pinch, it doesn't pinch, and then as soon as I look away, he starts pinching. Second and four, late in the game. We're convinced we have lost this game. Shazier makes a hit on Ajayi, not able to make the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh down an arm and a leg. I believe 18 to be exact.
We're going to get sacked on 3rd and 6. We had nobody open on
We
the
knew
play.
where the ball was going. Wentz finds him. We're going to call our first timeout. Get this ball back. Hopefully Philly doesn't go for it.
Denver's going to be up 17-7 after we get the ball in the second half.
Why am I not surprised? We're going to have to go 87 yards downfield to try to score another touchdown.
We're going to try and do some hurry-up offense. Maybe that'll allow us to get something going. It does. JJ gets a...
And that's our rookie left tackle getting blown up by this guy named Ferguson, who I've never heard of. That's amazing. We had Juju open, couldn't release the ball because we were waiting for him to beat the corner deep.
Sutton with a nice grab. I believe that was Matthew tried to make the play and wasn't able to.
CeeDee Lamb, that's triple coverage. Not able to make the play. I believe he had a step on everybody, but that was Maddox over the top coming up with the play. Thank God Cincinnati might upset the Browns, making them potentially 8-6. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. James Washington not even make a play. 3rd and 21. We gotta go for it on our own 3. Oh, that's Ronald Darby. Correction, it was not Avonte Maddox. That's Ronald Darby. 4th and 21 after the sack. Not quite sure what to call here. We're gonna go vertical. Try to get something open over the top.
We were going to try and audible that play into a run. I didn't want to run the same slants play twice in a row.
That's probably going to... CeeDee Lamb makes a big catch.
Wasn't anything I could do. I'm trying to do a play action down here on the goal line. Jake Butt gets open, takes us down to the 1. We should be able to get a touchdown from here. We're going to try and pay him off by giving him the touchdown down here. Although he's tired. We might just be better off dumping him off to the halfback.
Philly just too strong for this Pittsburgh offensive line.
We got Fumagalli open coming over across the middle, and that might be his first touchdown of the year. A very clutch touchdown. Can our defense get the stop? And they do. They're going to get us the ball back. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Oh, yikes.
Another corner blitz. And we're not able to read it. That's Orawaru. That's probably not how to say his name. I really don't care at this point. This game's just been a disaster. There's no reason.
I don't know how that happened, Tyler, but we ended up on the 1-yard line, and I came out in the worst formation possible for the 1-yard line, not realizing.
Would have been great if James Washington would have came over and blocked. We're still trying to win this. We're trying to make this a close game so it doesn't look like we got blown out. We are just throwing up balls at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. We're sacked again. I don't know why my left tackle and my left guard are just letting Rudolph get eaten.
And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that'd be a nice little 4-yard, 3-yard run by Lindsay. Makes 3rd down manageable here, so let's see what we can get
We're
going.
sacked again. Nobody wants to block. Like,
they're calling shallow cross for us.
We will be bringing back the Philadelphia Eagle playbook next week. Nothing we can do here in this game. Story of the game, just blitz after blitz after blitz. Juju's
we
not
have a
gonna
chance
pick up
here. We can either tie the game or win if we take this ball downfield.
James
This
Conner
literally
did get
be a
100 yards in
99
this
yard
game.
drive.
If anyone's concerned about him not getting touches, he did have 15 touches in this game, and this was a close game. Mason Rudolph throws that out of the stadium. That's amazing. Devontae Maddox with the good coverage. That was 4th down. That's beautiful. Final score of this game, 31-13. We're just going to sign off now. Not even show you anything. Kind of mad.